Dogs have their own secret language shaped by instincts, emotions, and centuries of evolution. Sometimes their quirky behaviors leave us humans scratching our heads, but everything your dog does has a reason behind it. In this video, we're uncovering the real reasons behind your dog's everyday habits. Some will make you laugh, some might surprise you, and a few could even change the way you connect with your friend. Take sneezing, for example. It's easy to assume it's just about allergies or dust, but why they sneeze so much might surprise you. Number 6. Why your dog turns into a wrecking ball. When left alone, ever walked into your home only to find shredded pillows, gnawed-up furniture, or chewed-up shoes? Before you assume your dog is being deliberately destructive, understand that there's always a reason behind their behavior. One of the biggest culprits? Anxiety. If your dog panics when you leave, they might resort to destruction as a coping mechanism. Chewing releases endorphins that help them feel calmer, similar to how some people stress eat. Boredom is another major factor. Dogs need mental and physical stimulation, and if they don't get enough, they'll find their own way to stay entertained, even if it means ripping apart your sofa. Another issue could be lack of structure. Without clear boundaries, some dogs think everything in the house is fair game. The good news? With proper training, exercise, and engaging toys, you can redirect their energy into more appropriate outlets. Number 5. Why dogs lick other dogs' pee. Yes, it's gross, but important. Okay, let's talk about one of the weirdest things dogs do, licking pee. It's disgusting to us, but for them, it's an advanced method of gathering information. Dogs have a special biological tool called the vomeronasal organ, also known as Jacobson's organ. This organ allows them to analyze pheromones in ways we can't even imagine. By licking another dog's urine, they can learn an astonishing amount of information: gender, diet, reproductive status, and even emotional state. Think of it as their version of checking social media. While we scroll through profiles to learn about people, dogs use scent and taste to gather details about their canine counterparts. Number 4. Why your dog puts their paw on you. Picture this. You're relaxing, and suddenly your dog gently places their paw on your arm. It's adorable. But what are they really trying to say? Think of it as their way of getting your attention. Maybe they're nudging you for belly rubs, signaling that it's mealtime, or letting you know they need to go outside. But sometimes that paw is more than just a request, it's a gesture of comfort. If your dog places a paw on you during a thunderstorm or when they seem anxious, they might be seeking reassurance. Just like how humans hold hands for comfort, dogs use their paws to connect with us on a deeper emotional level. At the heart of it, that simple paw placement is a sign of trust. When your dog reaches out, take a moment to acknowledge them. To them, your response means everything. Number 3, the real reason behind that cute head tilt. We've all seen it. The irresistible head tilt that makes your dog look like they're deep in thought. But why do they do it? The answer isn't as simple as you might think. One of the most widely accepted theories is that tilting their head helps dogs hear more clearly. By adjusting their ear position, they can pinpoint exactly where a sound is coming from, like how we might lean in to catch a faint noise. Another explanation has to do with their muzzle. Dogs with longer snouts may tilt their heads to get a clearer view of an object or your face, especially if they're trying to read your expressions. And here's an incredible fact. Studies suggest that highly intelligent dogs tilt their heads more often when they recognize familiar words. So the next time you ask, "Want to go outside?" and your dog tilts their head, they might just be figuring out if you're serious or just teasing them. If this adorable habit makes you smile, go ahead and tap that like button. Number 2. Why does your dog sneeze so often? When you see your dog sneeze, your first thought might be that they've sniffed up some dust or have allergies. And while that can be true, sneezing actually serves several fascinating purposes. For starters, dogs sneeze to clear their nasal passages of irritants, dust, pollen, or even a strong whiff of your perfume. But here's where it gets interesting. Dogs also sneeze when they're excited or playful. If your pup lets out a sudden sneeze during a game of tug-of-war or zoomies around the house, they're not sick, they're just having the time of their life. They might also sneeze if something small, like a tiny piece of grass, gets stuck in their nose. However, if you notice excessive sneezing along with thick or bloody discharge, it could be a sign of an infection, and a vet visit is the best course of action. Number 1, why dogs shake when they're completely dry. You expect your dog to shake off water after a bath, but what about when they're dry? That full body shake actually serves an important purpose. Think of it as a reset button. Dogs shake to release tension, refocus, and get comfortable. It's like when we take a deep breath or stretch after sitting for too long, it helps them feel refreshed and ready for whatever comes next. They also use shaking to release built-up energy, especially after an exciting or stressful moment. However, if your dog is shaking excessively or seems uncomfortable, it could be a sign of pain or an underlying health issue. If you notice persistent shaking, a vet checkup might be a good idea. Dogs have their own fascinating way of communicating, and now you know the hidden meanings behind some of their most common behaviors. The next time your pup sneezes during play, wags their tail in a certain way, or tilts their head at you, you'll understand them a little better. Which of these behaviors surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into your furry best friend.